Hey everyone, this is Jeff. Welcome to Outer Worlds Comics, and this is my fourth video, and I've got a really exciting video to share with you today because today we're going to unveil my first CGC submissions, my first slabs. I submitted these books for cleaning and pressing back in like August, I think, maybe July. I mean, these are out of, I submitted them back for cleaning and pressing back in let's say July. I can't even remember, it was so long ago. And then is what happened is I asked him to go ahead and submit those to CGC. I picked out, he had cleaned and pressed about 10 or 12 books for me. And then I selected two that I kind of wanted to be my first submissions to CGC. So he submitted those in the middle of October. And I just picked him up tonight. I just met him over in a parking lot. He had picked him up. He had to go to a comic book store to grab them. And so I have them now in my possession. I have not looked at the grades. He has not told me the grades. I said, do not tell me. So I'm going to unveil. We're all going to see this together. I'm really excited. Now, these books came from, if you watch my original video, I had the comic book collection Under the Stairs, right? And this was the collection that some of this came from the collection that I started kind of building back in, I don't know if it was 2006 to 2008, let's say, when I first started getting back into comics from when I was a kid. And in that video, I mentioned two things. Number one, that I really got into the Hulk. And so I was buying just like big giant lots off of eBay back in the mid 2000s. And I was getting them really cheap, if I recall correctly, because I didn't have a lot of money. So I had to be getting them. I don't know what it could have cost, but it wasn't a lot. And in that collection of Hulks was a very cool book. And then I also mentioned that my father-in-law, who is also a collector, he used to go to conventions and a lot of stuff up in Chicago. So he grabbed me some books back in the day, like there's that Tales to Astonish that was a great book. He got me a lot of Defenders, like Defenders #1, some Miss Marvels, some Inhumans. He knows that I like space kind of cosmic stuff, so he got me a lot of that, and then any Hulk related stuff. But he was the one who dropped that Giant Size X-Men on me, where I had no idea what it was. I don't remember him telling me, oh, by the way, this is Giant Size X-Men. This is a big book. I don't remember any of that happening. So when I got back into my collection last May, that's when I discovered, oh my God, I have a Giant Size X-Men. Well, I discovered that I had another really good book in there as well. And so that was one of the ones that I got graded. So we're going to unveil those. We're going to see the grades together. And we'll talk about that. But I figured real quick, because again, I've mentioned I have like a stack of boxes that I still need to open. And some of these are from Whatnot. So why not we just kind of get started here with a little warm up. And I thought we'd go ahead and unbox some Whatnot stuff. And yes, I have not opened any of it yet because, I'm noticing, I'm looking, and it is recording. So I'm doing the right things so far. I love Whatnot. I try to limit myself. I go in waves. And so I haven't been real active on there, maybe in two or 3 weeks here. I've got a few sellers I like on there, like Giant Monster Robot or something like that. I think that's his name. I like him. He's got some really clean books. There's like KBS Comics or something. These guys out of North Carolina, they're real cool. So I follow them. And then Tyler over at Pocket Full of Comets, he's had some great sales as well. So enjoy kind of when he pops on and does some shows. But yeah, I kind of just stick to a few sellers. I try not to just go crazy on there. So I'm assuming that one of these might be like I did another Facebook claim sale where I picked up just a couple books, but nothing crazy. So yeah, I don't know what's in here. I don't remember at this point what I've picked up off of Whatnot. So we will learn together. All right. Cool. I think these might be from, where was this from? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is from KB. I'm butchering it. I don't know if this is right. It's like KBS Comics or something. Those guys from North Carolina. I had picked up some books from them. So some really cool stuff. One of them really cool. So I got a Marvel team up. I do collect Marvel team ups because I'll get into the why I collect those, but at some other time. But I got a Marvel team up number 77, Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. So there's that. Nothing crazy, but I needed it for the run, so I got it. Then I do, like I said, I collect Hulk. I mean, I'll have to do another video about my Hulks at some point, but I have a lot of Hulks. I've got almost the entire run starting in like the 80s all the way through World War Hulk, and I'm almost completed. I mean, every Hulk I almost have, but I getting into the Bronze Age stuff in the 70s, starting with like 100 or whatever, 101 or 102 or whatever. I do have a lot of gaps there, some of those earlier issues, so I'm kind of building up there. But yeah, I picked up 267. Love that cover, the rainbow. So yeah, it's a nice shape too. It's not bad, really nice. And then I got X-Men number 3. I guess I needed that for. I think the only one I need an X-Men of this run is that the one. God, I can't think of the guy. It's like number 4 or 5 or whatever. It's the that villain they fight. I'm totally blanking on his name. That's ridiculous. He's got the giant cable thing whip thing that he uses. I don't know. I can't remember. Whiplash? No, it's not that guy. He's like the Russian thing. Anyway, can't remember. So you'll know. I'm an idiot. But this is the one that I was stoked to get on this one. I had been waiting to get this book to complete my Wolverine run. It doesn't complete the run, I should say, but this was a big one that I needed for the Wolverine run. And it's a classic cover. I love it. And dude, guys, this thing is clean as a whistle. I mean, I don't know. I remember him talking about this one. I mean, I don't know. I don't really even see any color breaking spine ticks at all. It's a beauty right there. Wolverine number 8. Look at that. What do you guys think there? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So really happy to have that. I mean, that's a beauty. Golly, I've been wanting that for a while, and finally pulled the trigger. I can't remember what I paid for it, honestly, but I think I got a pretty good deal. Who knows? I think maybe it was in the ballpark of maybe market, but that's a good one. Happy to have that. And then, all right, we'll go to another one here. Boom, boom. I know the anticipation of the slabs is kind of ridiculously high right now. I can't even believe I'm doing this. I should just made like a 5-minute video of me opening my slabs. But I want to open these because it's kind of driving me crazy that I've got comics over here that I've been sitting on that I need to open. So here we are. And okay. I don't know if this, I'm assuming maybe is Whatnot, but one of these is, I think, going to be a claim sale. Is this the one? Huh. I don't know. I do have my guesses on what those grades are going to be, or what I guess what I want and what they will be. So I'll kind of mention that before I unveil. So anyway, here we go. I collect horror. So Charlton horror stuff I love, especially if I can find it in nice, obviously I'm always looking for high grade, but I'll even take a really strong mid grade on this stuff. I kind of remember buying these, but it's been long enough now. I don't remember who from, and honestly, it could have been a Facebook marketplace. I don't remember. But we got Haunted number 19. That's a pretty nice copy. It's got a few little spine ticks, but I mean, for Haunted Charlton, that's in really nice condition, especially that cover. That's awesome. I love these Haunteds. Sometimes I wonder, I think these Haunteds might actually be my favorite of the horror books from the 70s. So that's a really cool book, man. And then we have, I do love Ghostly Tales. This is Ghostly Tales number 73. You know, that's also, I would almost go as far as to say that is high grade. Maybe a little cleanup will help this one for sure, but that's a really nice condition book. And then we have, this one's maybe more mid-grade, but Ghosts 29, cool cover. All that horror stuff, man. That's just, I love it to death. All right, so we'll move on. And then we got another box, another thing here. And I see we're already hitting 10 minutes. I'm learning my lessons, guys. People don't want the long videos, at least for me, because nobody knows my videos. I don't know. So since I'm speaking to the ether out here right now, starting my channel, nobody's going to sit with me for 35 minutes going through what I've picked up. So I'm going to try to keep these short. This is kind of, I don't even know what the heck I was doing here. Sometimes you get on Whatnot and you're like, I'll take that for $1. I'll take that for $2. This is a good one right here. I like that. We got Daredevil 182. I don't have much Daredevil, so I'm starting to consider getting some of those Frank Miller issues. So got that for a good deal. I'm wondering if this is a key. Otherwise, I really don't even understand why I got it unless they threw it in for me. I don't remember. I'll have to look this up, to be quite honest with you. Captain America, what is that? Captain America 335. Could be a key. I have no idea, guys. Sometimes you just, what happens on Whatnot, you don't get it. And then this one I needed to complete, needed to fill my run for X-Men. This is pretty nice condition. Maybe a couple little dings, but nothing crazy. X-Men 149. So that's pretty nice. Fills the gaps in my run there with X-Men. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So here we are at 12 minutes. I feel like it is perfect time, guys, to go ahead and get into this unveiling. I'm so excited. Yeah, it took forever. The process was tedious. I mean, it took forever, as everybody knows. And, you know, I'm still, all the slab thing, I didn't even know slab existed as of last May. I had no idea. So now I've stumbled into this whole slab versus non-slab debate. All of that, I have not enough time to engage in that debate, not to disparage people that want to debate it. I understand that everybody's got opinions about everything. I certainly have opinions about all kinds of stuff. I just haven't gone there yet with the slabs, and I haven't really wanted to spend the money on doing the slabbing because I'm just buying comics left and right. But I'm probably going to start getting a few things slabbed that are like special books that I want to make sure I preserve. All right, so you ready? Here we go. So the first one I'm going to show off is one of my prides and joys that came out of that early collection of back in the day. There we go. Hulk 340, unbelievable classic cover. Just got the, a little extra love for the in the Deadpool movie, and this has been sitting in my basement in my long box for many years now. And I knew that I had a lot of Hulk, but I remember this cover being cool, but when I got back in and it got back in my collection last year, I was like, oh, okay, I got this one. That's cool. So it kind of meant something to me. It's a newsstand also. So I just screwed up and see that they also put the grade on the back. So let's take a look at what it is. 9.4. That is awesome. I didn't know grading I'm still learning grading, but when I first pulled this out and even understood that, hey, you can do grades and grades can mean more money, I immediately was like, oh, this is a 9.8, no problem. This is 9.8. Well, then people started helping me understand things a little bit better, and then I realized, boy, you got to really look. You got to really look and look at the corners and get in there and see if there's any little things. And so my expectations dropped to I probably don't have a 9.8. It's been sitting in my long box. I've moved that thing a billion times. I'm sure it's gotten a little bit of wear. Had it cleaned and pressed. So honestly is what I think I had made a note to my guy, my presser, that if I got a 9.8 2 out of this, I was going to be pretty happy. My best hope was maybe a 9.6. So the fact that I got a 9.4, I'm pretty happy with that, especially with the newsstand. And the back of it just says 9.4 white pages. But this is my first slab that I have ever had, that I've ever had anything to do with the slab, and my own book holding in my hands here. So welcome to the party. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the mix now, guys. Now I can put it up on my wall up there and watch it all grow. So what do you think? You know, pretty stoked on that, huh? 9.4. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. Yay. I'm excited. All right. So this next one, now I know not to look at the back while I'm blabbing. See, now I hold it like that. So there you go. X-Men 101. Here, let me take it out of the bag. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's what I'm doing. It was on the bag. Well, let's look together. 9.2. Heck yes. Oh, man. A 9.2 on X-Men 101. So this is one of the ones that my father-in-law had dropped in that box for me when he was picking up books. He got me that giant size X-Men. He got me all kinds of cool stuff, guys. And I just wasn't really paying attention back then. He was just being cool and like, he knows what's up. He is an X-Men guy. So my guess is back in 2006 or 7 or 8 when he was grabbing this stuff, you know, he's probably getting pretty good deals. That's my guess. And he kicked me these books. And then, you know, when I opened it at the bottom of the stairs there, I was like, all right. And I looked this up and I realized I've got something special here. And I had it cleaned and pressed. I think, you know, if I recall what my best guess, if I had gotten a 9.0, I was going to be really happy. But, you know, getting more conservative with understanding grading, I was thinking, all right, 8.5, 8.0 is more realistic. Again, this has been sitting in my long box in my basement, and I've moved several times. So the chances of this thing have been getting dinged around and banged into, and who knows what. I mean, I do take care of my comics in those boxes, but they've been moved a bunch and carried all over. So the chances that this thing could have been damaged are certainly there, present. But this thing is a beaut. 9.2 white pages. Yeah. Chris Claremont story, Dave Cockrum, and Frank, oh my God, Chiamarte art. Sorry about that, guys. And then Dave Cockrum cover, origin and first appearance of Phoenix, Black Tom Cassidy, and Juggernaut appearance. So there you have it, a 9.2 X-Men 101. My second slab in my hands. There's my other one. 9.4 on that beauty. Hulk 340. I mean, come on, guys. What do you think? Give me some love. My first 2 slabs ever from the grills under the stairs. So go back and watch that first video if you haven't, so you can kind of learn the history about what I'm up to. And yeah, let me know what you think. I really appreciate everybody watching. I'll certainly probably do more slab unveilings here in the coming months. I've got 4 books over to my presser right now. I think I'm just going to have sent out for slabbing, and I might have one more coming to me real soon. That is a cool book that I wanted to go ahead and pick up in a slab. Nothing crazy, but it's cool. So yeah, thanks for joining. This is Outer Worlds Comics. Hit like and subscribe, and I appreciate everybody following along. Pass the word along. Help me build up my followers. I know that last video was a long one, but if you haven't watched that yet too, go ahead and watch that, and I'll keep the content coming. Thanks a lot.